Welcome guys to this new lecture. This new lecture is part of the model series and is going to be about order flow, framing a trade on the higher time frame. Order flow will tell you where price is going, and inside order flow you can fractalize it and have your entry ready. But order flow is the first preparation on knowing where price is headed. You react, you don't anticipate. The move is here on the higher time frame, but you get stuck in the 1 minute because you are searching for some market structure shift, CSD, which is all kind of shiny object. Sometimes you look for a break, or you see other people taking for value gaps and stuff, but the 1 minute shouldn't be where you look for order flow and bias. You shouldn't look for that on the 1 minute. You should be looking on that on a higher time frame, like the hourly. Most traders live on the 1 minute, where every wiggle looks like a setup, and they miss the move that was obvious higher up. The fix is to frame the trade before you ever drop down. That framing is order flow. Orders are liquidity. Very simple concept. Orders are liquidity. So when you have a liquidity sweep, this is where price can react off of. I have also another video on this on my channel that is about internal and external liquidity sweeps, and this is what this is also about, and how you can frame them to see setups form, so to get in a trade but also to get out of the trade. Price flows toward the orders, that is order flow. A resting limit order is liquidity. When price runs to a level, it takes that liquidity out. Order flow is price being delivered toward where orders rest. That's literally why it's called order flow. Read it off the arrays. You read it off of our higher time frame fair value gap sorting. I personally only like these arrays. Arrays holding to the upside, order flow is bullish. Arrays holding to the downside, order flow is bearish. So this is a very simple concept. You can look this through time-based highs, so previous cycle high, previous cycle low. Are they holding with also fair value gaps and breakers? Will give you a great understanding of, okay, are we bearish, are we bullish? Very simple, you just only have to look at this, not anything more. You read order flow of the PD arrays. If bullish arrays keep holding and price respects them higher, bullish for value gaps and breakers. Order flow is bullish. If bearish arrays hold and price respects them lower, it is bearish. New to see these arrays, the full breakdown in this point of interest lecture. So here you have one of bullish arrays holding. First, you have a fair value gap that's holding. Second, you have your unicorn model that's holding. Then you here have an inversion fair value gap holding, and here you have a unicorn holding again. So you see the price in this case is bullish, and if we keep on going higher, so if we keep displacing those bullish PD arrays, then this is going to be the drawn liquidity, Asia highs. But if we displace below, for example, with a liquidity sweep, then Asia low would be our drawn liquidity once we displace below this unicorn model, for example. Price stair stepping higher, respecting each bullish array as it goes. This is what bullish order flow actually looks like on a chart. Train your eye to see it before you look anything else. And drawn liquidity. Order flow is headed to the opposing pool. Order flow is always a destination. The opposing liquidity pool, that is the draw. Bullish order flow draws towards buy side liquidity resting above, and the fastest way to find it, ask who has been making money. If sellers have been paying, price comes to hunt them. If buyers have, then vice versa, right? So sometimes you gotta ask yourself who's been making money. If price is only going this way and we take out some form of liquidity, then it's very likely that we go around to stop out some of the people that have been making money. Price delivers to the pool. Price delivering into the opposing pool, it was headed for the whole time. Once the draw is reached, the job is done. You do not go looking for the next thing. So inside of here you see, okay, you have your internal and your external sweep. Even here you have another internal sweep, so external, internal. So after this, you Don't start looking for another setup, right? Because okay, original consolidation has been hit, Asia highs, time-based liquidity pool, and we delivered right to there, right? And this is going to be the fastest move inside of the markets that day. Your setup, 2 screens. So first you have your liquidity chart, higher time frame, clean. On this you have your time-based liquidity pools and your higher time frame PD arrays where you can see okay, price is holding bullish, price is holding bearish. And then you have your execution chart. That is on the lower time frame where you search for your entry. Keep 2 charts. Your liquidity chart is a clean higher time frame with no drawings. They are only to show where the liquidity is and which way order flow points. Your execution chart is the lower time frame where you enter, read on one, execute on the other. One setup, then stop. Anticipate, do not react. One high probability setup, then close the chart. Once you know order flow and the draw, you anticipate a move instead of chasing. There's usually one high probability setup per session, the one aligned with everything. Take it, then close the charts. The rest is chop, and sitting in front of how you give your profit back. The bias flip trap. So this is a trap very much people get into. You don't know the difference between a reversal and a retracement. This is what I can get into on the next lecture. If you guys want to, drop that into the comments. Reversal versus a retracement. This is obviously going to be a retracement because you have a false bias. It's still in touch. Your original consolidation, so your drawn liquidity isn't touched. So where is most likely to retrace towards this inversion, because this breaker is also inside, so it's a unicorn model, so then this price range is balanced. Correct morning reads, then price engineers liquidity against you. A sweep or stall bait you into flipping short at the low, right before price delivers to your original draw. This is the trap that empties accounts. You can see setup just got easier because you have more engineered liquidity and you can get in another time and have actually pyramid during your trade. Holds your draw. So when you can't change the draw, your protocol is both the entry and the invalidation. A move from A to B has to earn it through the same steps every time. A liquidity sweep, time aligned with price, displacement, and change in the state of delivery. A stall or sweep against you is not proof. You flip only when the full sequence sprints the other way. Everything in one array is holding the draw above the price, sweeping into a level at the right time, then delivering. Framed on the higher time frame, executed on the lower. This is the whole job. So as you can see here, you first have all those arrays holding, like I said, and you have the false bias chains. Then here into the lower time, go into the lower time frames, see that we're rejecting, and we keep on going until that original consolidation. So this indeed was just a false bias change. The recap. You frame first, order flow first, which arrays are holding tells you the direction. The opposing pool tells you the draw. You anticipate, you don't react. One high probability setup per session. You can anticipate it very much now earlier because you have those liquidity sweeps on your chart. You know where order flow is going, so when going into the session you have a very objective way of looking at it. You are bullish or bearish because okay, which arrays are holding, etc. And you have those liquidity sweeps. So okay, if this liquidity gets swept, I have a time-based liquidity sweep, and then it's possible for price to reverse off of here or to retrade off of here depending on the draw liquidity. Is it hit or not? Easy. Hold your draw. Your protocol is the entry and the validation. No confirmation, no shift, no flip. Easy. Homework. On the higher time frame, mark at which arrays are holding and where the draw is. To wait for the price to reach it every session until the reading order flow is automatic. You can also do this by yourself, and then you can look, okay, how did it play out? What did I think and how did it play out? Every time you make a screenshot, you put your thoughts next to it, and Once you have them, after the session, you'll get all your answers because the session is printed. So you can look for, okay, what did I do and how did it react? Subscribe if you liked the video, then go read order flow on your own charts. For the arrays, watch the point of interest lecture. For the confirmation, watch the S&T lecture. Thanks guys, have a nice day.